Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Austin here. First thing I wanted to say is that we got some bad news, I guess. Obviously, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know who Homeboy is, or known as Caleb, pretty much, in my videos. Um, he has, I guess, decided to move away from the YouTube group and the group of friends because we do know each other in real life. Um, Pretty much, there was, a bunch of fights going on in the background. Not like fights about the game or anything like that. It's personal stuff, but and obviously I'm not going to go into it, but I just wanted to let you guys know, what's going on, because I do want to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on my YouTube channel. So, pretty much this video is just going to be my settings and normally what I do to get warmed up in a day. And I might do, like, the tips and tricks that I use to get the diamond, pretty much, or how I played to get there. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Alright, so, first off, what I do to start off a day is once I get on, a lot of people like to warm up in casual, and that's totally fine. Warm up how you'd like, but these are just the ways that I warm up and I play my games. So first off, if you guys don't know, you can actually play Terrorist Hunt by yourself. You go to play and you go to Terrorist Hunt, and then you hit the left stick, you know how you normally sprint, so you don't have to push it forward, you just have to tap it down. And you can switch it from matchmaking to lone wolf to play by yourself. As you can see in the left side of the screen, I'm moving it around. So basically, to warm up, you kind of want to put on lone wolf, and that's kind of what I do. But even though if you don't have any of the settings messed around, you start it up normal, you could get any map, any mode of Terrorist Hunt. That includes Terrorist Hunt Classic, Terrorist Hunt Protect Hostage, Terrorist Hunt Defuse Bomb, and whatever the other one is, I kind of forgot. But what you can do is when you hit options, and you go to options, yeah, you press start and you go to options, you can go to gameplay. You see in gameplay how there's matchmaking preferences. You can click on that, and if you scroll down, you can find game mode preferences for Terrorist Hunt. Yeah, extract hostage, protect hostage, disarm bomb, and classic. You want to turn everyone off. You want to turn everyone off except Terrorist Hunt Classic. It's basically you on offense going around shooting a bunch of terrorists. Now, personally for me, you can put on any map you want, which is also how I do this. I take every map off except House because, House is the smallest map. In my opinion, it's the best map to do something like this on. I honestly hate the map in actual matchmaking, but, for warming up, it's probably the best map to do it on. You can also do it on a map like a Hereford Base and Plain, Presidential Plain, and etc. It could be any map you want. But basically, I turn off everyone except House. Now, and then you would want to hit square or X on Xbox, and I think you would just hit, spacebar on PC. I don't know. I do play this game on PC, but I don't know. I don't really warm up on PC because I don't play it as often. So after you apply that, you can back out. Now, even if you were to start this up, normal Terrorist Hunt on House, Terrorist Hunt Classic, and trying to get your shot warmed up, the frames will literally look like shit. Absolute shit. And if you see people's videos on how their game looks at least decently smooth when they play Terrorist Hunt, here's this one thing. Not a lot of people know this. I did know this till a few weeks ago, but this is how I started warming up and getting into how I was warming up my shot before I went to go play ranked to get the diamond. So you go back to options like you did before, and instead you go to video, and you see VSync of brightness. Now, my brightness I use at 45. Some people think it's that's too low. Maybe people think it's too high. It's just right for me. But VSync, now it's supposed to synchronize the game to your screen's refresh rate while playing situations in Terrorist Hunt. This feature eliminates tearing when enabled. Turning VSync off will give you better reactivity, but tearing may occur. Pretty much, this is normally on. This is normally on a, as soon as you get the game, it'll say it's on. At least for PS4 and Xbox. If you want to go ahead, turn that off, and apply again. Now, you can start off, or you can start up normal on Terrorist Hunt. Now, you can do it on either one you want. I just prefer normal because I don't know why I don't want to play against better terrorists. I mean, it's kind of stupid. So it loads up into House Terrorist Hunt Classic. It doesn't go any other map if you don't have any other maps enabled. Now, matching's a little different. I don't really know how that works, but you basically just want to go ahead and pick whatever operator you want to use, I guess. And you can do this multiple times every day to get warmed up with the certain operators you play as. I'm just going to go ahead and return to the main menu, obviously, because I don't really need to warm up right now. I'm just making a video. But yeah, guys, that's how I really warm up. And then after that, if I still don't feel like I'm in the game, I'll play maybe a couple games of casual. But if I feel like I'm confident enough to go just straight into ranked, hop in, I will hop straight into ranked. Alright guys, now that we're done with how to warm up, or at least how I warm up, now let's go to my settings. I don't know if anyone wanted to know my settings, but I thought that it'd be nice to show you guys what I have for like pretty much my settings and what I use to get the diamond. I actually did have some guy that I was playing as a casual ask, what settings do I play on, and I explained to him, and he was, I guess thanking me for it. So, um, but yeah, I mean, here we go. So we'll start on gameplay. I go ahead and put my squad privacy on invite only. It's good to have it on open to friends because friends could join without you having to invite them. But I just keep it on invite only because it's not like I'm, have a problem with going into or having someone join my game anyways. But matchmaking preferences, we have hostage off, and I actually don't know why bomb's off. I normally have that on. But I normally have secure area and bomb on, and then I just take hostage off. I think we had bomb off because one day when I was playing, I was just had really crap teammates, and I didn't want to play bomb if they didn't know how to play it. I have every map on. If I were to take off the maps, personally, I have Bartlett off, but I get it all the time anyways. I would literally do this. Okay, so no. So I already have all my settings off. So I don't mind Favela Fells. I actually think it's a good map, but I hate Skyscraper. I hate Bartlett. And I hate Coastline. I have Yacht off. I don't really like Yacht either. And then everything else is on pretty much. But I'm actually going to put them all back on just for the sake of that, for videos and stuff. For Terror Stunt, you guys already saw all this and all the maps and everything. So that's pretty much it. I will have my ping on, but I will have my display game info off. Personally, a lot of people like having their game info up. It just helps them see what frames they're at and, what's going on with their game info. Yeah, and I think it's a little distracting for me, so I like to turn it off. Now we got audio. Obviously, my spoken language is not Portugal, Spanish, Latin American, Spanish, French, or, anything else. So it's just English, and then menu subtitles language, obviously it's English. Subtitles off. I don't like subtitles. I think I have them on my Valkyrie count, but that's just because I want to see what they look like. They're sometimes a little distracting. It takes my eye off where my gun's looking at. Then some people are like, dude, why do you have your master volume down? Like, you need to listen. I guess on my headset I can hear so really well, but the game sounds also very loud, and it's harder for you guys to hear my teammates whenever it's louder, so I keep it at around 70. It works fine for me, but obviously most people like to have it at a 90 to 100 range. My music at 50. I don't like listening to the music in this game, but I just keep it on just because I don't really care. Dialogue volume, keep that at 80 because the guys gets pretty loud sometimes. And then voice chat volume 100. Dynamic range, I honestly don't know what the heck hi-fi means, but I don't play a night mode or have a TV. I have a monitor, so. Now in the video, you guys already saw this. Turn VSync off to get warmed up. Brightness at 45. Now in the controls. A lot of people play with look inversion disabled, and a lot more people play with it disabled. I have a friend, Caven. You probably will see him in future videos, but he plays with it enabled, and it's pretty crazy. I mean, me and friends will do challenges. Maybe I'll do that for a challenge, like play a whole game with look inversion enabled. It might be pretty funny to see me how bad I am with it on. I turn vibration off. Of course, some people like vibration. I think it makes my shot worse. I used to like it in Call of Duty a lot, but then I realized that it wasn't making my shot good because I used to play competitively. So, now, onto the sensitivity, dead zone, aim assist, and ADS and gadget deployment. So basically, a lot of people that I know personally that are diamonds or high platinum players, they like their sensitivities really high. So I know this one YouTuber, I completely forgot his name, and I'm sorry for it. I don't use this, but he, I think, runs this. He runs 40. You run, and then 40 vertical, 60 horizontal, dead zones all the way down, which you guys need to do. Make sure dead zones are all the way down. Honestly, I was told what it meant, but no idea. I have aim assist disabled. This really only is in Terror Stunt, and it also, if you want your shot to get better, you need to turn off aim assist when you're playing Terror Stunt. ADS, I keep it at 50, and then obviously at 1525. But this guy, he was playing at 40 vertical, 60 horizontal, and he was playing at 70 ADS. So if you guys like something like that, that's 100% cool. I still like mine at 50, 15, and 25. It just works out for me. Even though I play really fast, I seem to do just as fine turning and snapping on people as best I can. So yeah, aim assist disabled. I put my ADS at 50, and then for gadget deployment, I would make sure to put it on toggle. Let me explain to you why. So if it's on hold, which it default is, I'll show you in a second. Watch if you get default. No, actually, I'm not gonna do that. But basically, gadget deployment is normally on hold. So basically, you pull it out and then you press it on a ground or wall, like in ADS, for example, from Jaeger. You just place it down, and you can't stop placing it down. But with toggle, okay, so imagine they're trying to bandit trick. You have a thermite charge in your hand, and you're about to go place it on the wall, on the garage door. It's whatever. And you place it on, but you can't take it off once he puts the bandit on. You have to rely on Twitch and Thatcher to do your job for you. But when you have toggle on, what it makes you do is when you're gonna put something down, you have to hold square, or I guess X on Xbox, but square on PS4, and I guess the left click on PC. But for the gadget deployment, then you would toggle it. So you put it on, and then as soon as you hear him put the bandit on, you let go of square or X or the left click, and you completely put it back, and you just take a little bit of damage right from the bandit. But that basically means the thermite charge won't get destroyed. The Twitch or the Thatcher can get the bandit somehow. I mean, yeah, and then controller layout, that just shows you can't really do much on here. You can play lefty default, southpaw lefty, you know, or southpaw default. I obviously play just normal default, and you can look at the spectator layout. You can't really, I mean, you can change it all you want, but I can't, I'm not gonna do anything. So that'll be it, guys, for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.